Yo guys, what's going on? TheCuriousBrit back once again, and in today's video we're reacting to a channel called Josepha Vlogs, and we're reacting to a video that caught my attention that's titled "The Netherlands is the worst country in Europe. Here's why." So, all my Dutch followers out there, if you agree with any of the points made, let me know in the comments down below. If you disagree with any of the points made in this video, also let me know down below in the comments, because I'm new, I'm just getting educated from this video, so I'm just taking it with a pinch of salt what she says in this video of how true it's gonna be, because I'm assuming by looking at her channel she's not from Holland herself. But if you like what you see, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, hit subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into this one.
Hello, fellow travelers. Today, I'm going to tell you about a country that I didn't like. Officially, it is named the Netherlands, but my experience was specifically in the Holland region, in the city of Amsterdam. The country of Holland is full of attractive people. Many people would like to move there to find love, because the Dutch are very good-looking people. People claim that there are jobs there, and that it's a very special country. I found out about this country online. When I arrived in this country with my son, the very first day was snowy. I stayed at Schiphol Airport for the first night because we landed late and security personnel mistreated us and were racist towards us. Most people spoke Dutch, which is a very hard language to learn.
What do you expect, love? You've gone to Holland, where their mother tongue is Dutch, and you're complaining because everyone spoke Dutch. That's like me going to China and complaining because everyone speaks Mandarin and Cantonese. Makes no sense. But okay, get to your next point.
Some people also spoke English as a secondary language, but it was broken English, therefore it was very hard to communicate with them. I struggled, as the airport was the first encounter.
I'm sorry, if you go to a foreign country, you at least learn the basics of their language. That is just common courtesy and decency for the people you will encounter while in that country, because you can't expect everyone you come across in that country to know how to speak your language.
I ever had with the Dutch. The next day, I went to my hotel, which, by the way, was very expensive. I did not find any cheap hotels to stay at within the city of Amsterdam. I spent too much money.
Yep, that's probably because you're in one of the most cultural hotspots of the world. You know, there's a lot of businessmen transit through Amsterdam airport and that, so they've got the custom and the consumers to validate prices of such magnitude. So yeah, it is expensive to other places, but that is the reasons I believe why.
After staying 2 months in Amsterdam, I suffered so much. I wanted to leave, and I ended up completely broke. It was freezing there. There was too much snow and many bicycles everywhere, because the Dutch culture involves riding a bike everywhere, since the country is little. The Netherlands being a car-free country, there are not many cars around. As I said earlier, the Dutch are very attractive people physically, but they are very cold, and they will not socialize with you. They will never talk to you out of the blue. Instead, they just show you a fake smile. The fact that they constantly said, "Hello, hello," annoyed me so much, and I didn't like it at all. That's how they communicate, so you move out of their way, because they are commuting through the city using bicycles. There are also railways for cable cars on the streets, with the buses and cars and bikes, all of them using the same roads. I found it quite unorganized. It is a very small city, beautiful and old-fashioned, but it is full of
unorganized. From my short stay in Amsterdam, where I've been previous, I'd say their road system and paths and bike path system is probably the most advanced I've seen yet. Yeah, you've got tram lines, you've got separate lanes, you've got tram lines, you've got separate lanes for cars, you've got separate paths for bicycles, and then another separate path for pedestrians. How is that disorganised and messy? You've not explored half of Holland, love. You've probably been stuck in the dead centre of the capital city that gets the most foot traffic and tourists too, and you didn't like it because it was overcrowded and you didn't get experience the proper Dutch way of life.
Canals and rivers, which I didn't like. I suffered so much. I became depressed since I spent so much money. I never even found a job to sustain myself, and
You move somewhere when you've got a job to move to. You don't just go, oh, you know what, I'm going to up and out to this country with my child, especially when you've got a child to support like she does.
I've been ripped off by 2 Dutch employment
Oh,
agencies.
God.
Because they demand you meet so many requirements to work, and it's a very closed country, you can't work or have access to basic services as a foreigner. If you are an American, I guess the same principles applies to any non-European foreigner. You have 0 possibilities of working in the Netherlands. I lived in Amsterdam, and after...
No, you don't, love. If you put in the work and the dedication, anyone can work anywhere. It's as simple as that. None of this, just because you're not from Europe or the Netherlands, you can't work in the Netherlands. No, love, that was you, because you obviously didn't want to put in the effort and hard work to get a job.
After doing so for a time, there is nothing left for us. Let's also not forget that the Dutch are stingy and greedy. In most cases, they will not give you a handout if you're in need. Some people point out the greatness of the welfare that citizens of the European Union can benefit from, but that was not so great, because I've met many people from Europe who still had nothing while there, as they spent all their money in that country, and especially in the city of Amsterdam. They read on the internet that it is supposed to be the best country and that there are plenty of opportunities. But it's not true. Forget about going there if you don't have any money, because if you're unlucky and end up homeless, you can't even exist there. The police will arrest you and fine you if they see you sleeping on the streets. I met a girl from Germany, and she had a tough life in the Netherlands. She had trouble saving up money working at bars and hotels. Even with 2 jobs, she was not able to save enough money to survive. It is very hard because the system is made to benefit older people. Older people's wages are way higher than young people's. It's a system where the older you get, the more you get paid. The most important thing you need to know before moving to the Netherlands is to bring a lot of money with you, because you are going to spend a lot on hotels and going out. This is especially...
But if I'm moving to another country, I'm not moving to go live in a hotel. Right, and I have an apartment or some sort of accommodation set up for myself before I went there. I wouldn't just turn up willy-nilly and go, you know what, I'll spend 2 months in this hotel and see what I can figure out from here. Unless I had loads of money in the bank.
Which is a very small city. You could literally walk across the city in 1.5 hours. Also, consider in winter it is very cold, very windy, very snowy, and in Amsterdam, there are not many places to sit. There aren't big shopping centers to go shopping. The only places to go are McDonald's and Burger King, which are places most people gather and drink. In reality, this country isn't that great. There are too many drugs. On the weekends, teenagers get high, get drunk, and there's also a lot of legal and illegal prostitution. To be honest,
Is she for real? A country famous for its prostitution and drugs has prostitutes and drugs on a weekend and people get high? Wow, mind blown. I'd never have thought that. Wow. Never. Wow. Tell us something we don't already know, love. You obviously knew this before you moved.
I didn't find it was the best country in the world, as the internet claims.
Wow, well, I think she needs to rename her channel from Josepha Vlogs to Karen's Vlogs, because it seems to me like she only moved to the Netherlands so she could have a rant. She would have known it's like the drug capital of Europe. She would have known it's like the prostitution capital of Europe before she moved there. Bloody hell. Most people know, ask people anywhere in the world, what's Amsterdam famous for? They'll either say one of two things. They'll say the weed, or they'll say the red light district. Prostitutes and drugs. Seems to me like she didn't do enough research on the country before she went. Looks like she read an article. Oh, it's the best place to live. You know what? Me and my son will move there then. Oh no, I don't like it. I can't find a job. Find one before you move, love. Anyway, rant over. If you've liked what you've seen, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Really does help me out. Hit subscribe down below and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a future upload. Until next time, I've been TheCuriousBrit. Stay safe and take care, guys.